First, let's review how to start breakout rooms. When you go to your toolbar at the bottom of your screen, we're going to click on the icon that looks like 4 squares and is most likely labeled Breakout Rooms. Once we click on this icon, our first choice is how many rooms do we want to assign the participants into? In other words, how many rooms do you want to divide everyone into? I have 4 participants, so I'm going to divide them into 2 rooms. Then I have a second choice. Do I want to do this automatically or manually? Manually means that I will decide who goes into each room myself. But the good news is if you choose automatically, not only does it randomly assign participants into different rooms, you can still move people around if you feel the need to. And at the bottom it tells you about how many participants will be in each room. Since we had an even number divided in evenly, we have 2 participants per room. So I'm going to click Create Rooms and see it tells me who ended up in each room. Now, Gage and Moxie are siblings, and so are Hemingway and Mary Shelley. So it might not be good to keep them in the same room. So I can take Gage and exchange him with Hemingway. And now they're separated. I could also have just chosen to move Gage into breakout room number 1, and then you would see that there's 3 participants in breakout room 1, whereas there's 1 in breakout room 2. I'm going to move him back. Another option that you can do with breakout rooms that's kind of cool is that you can rename the breakout room. So if you needed to rename groups based on names that they've already come up with for a fun project, or if you just wanted to know who you sorted into different rooms, you can rename the rooms here, or you can keep them as breakout room 1 and breakout room 2. The students will see the name of their breakout rooms, so make sure you name it something that you don't mind them seeing as well. You can also delete the breakout room if you've made too many, and it will reassign the participants. Now, before we move on, I want to show you some of the options. We can move all the participants into the breakout rooms automatically, which means they will go there as soon as you hit go. Make sure you've set all your instructions if you choose this option. Second, we can allow participants to return to the main session at any time. I like to keep this checked so that way students can come back and ask me questions if I stay in the main room. Breakout rooms will close automatically after blank minutes. You can choose to set a time frame for your breakout rooms when you want students to be pulled back into the main session. The good news is you can always add time to this if you realize students need more time as they're working in their groups. And that's what this second box is for, notify me when time is up. And there's the countdown after closing the breakout room. You'll let participants know that if you close the breakout room, they'll get some sort of warning before it closes so they can wrap up their conversation. In this case, it's 60 seconds, but you can change that as well. Last but not least, just to show you all the options here, you can also recreate breakout rooms. So let's say you already sent these participants into their breakout rooms, but you have a bigger class size than I have. I only have 4, so it's pretty easy to rearrange. But if I had 30, I might not want to do that myself. But I can recreate the rooms, and again, I can do it manually or automatically, and it will reshuffle everyone. So I'm going to do that right now just to show you. So see, now we see that Mary Shelley and Hemingway have changed places here in the breakout rooms. Now, when you're ready to go, you click Open All Rooms. Now, after you open the breakout rooms, your participants will either be sent to those rooms automatically, or I didn't check that box, so all of my participants hit join when they were ready. As you see, Mary Shelley hung behind. Maybe she had a question for me, and then when she's ready to, she'll join the breakout room as well. So now, this is what it looks like from the instructor view. When everyone's in a breakout room, you're the only one left behind in this main session. As you can see, my name is the only thing left behind. What's cool now is that you can go join breakout room 1 if you want to join in on their conversations, or you can switch to breakout room 2. Another thing you can do that's a really cool tool for breakout rooms is down here where it says broadcast a message to all. If you click that button, you can send your students a message that will appear in all breakout rooms. Maybe you're telling them, hey, only 10 minutes left, but it'll show up in all of their rooms. If you want to pop in on your students and see how they're doing in the other breakout rooms, all you have to do is hit join. It'll ask you, do you want to join breakout room number 1? And I'm going to select yes. Now I'm in the breakout room number 1 with Mary Shelley and Moxie, and I can see how they're doing. I can also check on their chat and see if they have any questions. If I want to return to my other breakout rooms or go to the main session, I can either click Leave Room, go back to the main session, or I can click on Breakout Rooms and leave that way. I can either click Leave, or I can go join breakout room number 2. And now that I've visited both breakout rooms and I've checked in with all of my participants, I'll leave the room to go back to the main session. Be careful here that you don't click Leave Meeting or End Meeting for all. It's happened before. When you're ready to end your breakout rooms, all you have to do is click Close All Rooms. It's giving my participants that 60-second countdowns, and then everyone will return back to the rooms and you'll be ready to continue your session as normal.